guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another fishing adventure with Cole and Jay.
Right now we are currently waiting for our friend to show up before we take off on this fishing adventure. Today we are heading to a dam where we went to in a previous video in hopes of catching some big catfish. We're also probably going to take a couple of extra baits. Also, along with our conventional tackle that we're taking, we got this cool little fishing pole that Spicy over at Backwoods Rays sent us in the mail. It was a pin-shaped fishing pole. This was all collapsible in the shape of a pin, and it telescoped into this little fishing pole. After rigging it up, I'm not sure how well it's actually gonna work.
And we also don't know the water conditions at the dam today, so that will just kind of determine if we actually get to use this rod or not, or if we're gonna use it in a different video.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that video. It's gonna be fun trying to catch fish with this little fishing pole. Our friend's gonna be here in just a minute, so we're gonna get changed and then get ready to head to the dam. We'll see you out there, guys. All right, so Jay and I have made it to the dam. We've got our micro fishing pole right here. I'm really scared about this. It's already rigged up, got the line on there. It's got 4-pound test, got a hook, sinker, bobber. We're gonna fish some worms on it. Jay is currently getting her stuff rigged up, tying her hook and sinkers together. We got all this rods.
Because we are using regular rods too.
Yeah, we have some regular rods too we're gonna fish with. We're not just relying on the micro pin fishing pole. A lot of leaves have fallen, but look what else we have.
It's Blake!
It's Blake! This is one of my best buddies, Blake. He was one of my roommates in college, and he has joined us on this fishing adventure.
Oh yeah.
Now Blake is an expert angler. Let's see what you got going on.
I'm an expert. I got me a fishing rod and there's a hook on it. And I got a bobber.
Yes, basic tackle. We also got a couple of rigs here. Got another spinning rod.
Got a trash rod.
Bait caster. That was actually my very first bait casting rod. 6'6" medium action castaway, a legend.
The dream team.
We're in the middle of the beautiful Ouachita Mountains. We were here in a previous video, and we're just here to tear some of these catfish up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we got a little bit too much water. I think we might have to change our game plan to crappie. Try crappie. I mean, you can throw a jig like right there. That's about it, 'cause it's pretty strong right here. But we're gonna ease into our new game plan. I got a fish! I got a crappie! I got a crappie! Easing into the new game plan, baby. But the thing is that there might be some more like better current breaks down that way a little bit, where the fish might get positioned up a little bit better. And I
think they want some bright colors.
I got one on white and one on chartreuse. You might want to start rigging up. We might catch a bunch. We might have to weed through a bunch of small ones to get to a big one. Pink and white. That's a keeper. We ain't got no bucket.
Where's the white?
I need to figure out a stringer. I'm gonna put him right there. I'll figure it out in a minute. All right guys, so we've been out here at the dam for about 30 minutes and our catfishing it's not working out. They're letting a lot of water out today. We didn't know that they were gonna be letting a lot of water out, but we came slightly prepared in that we brought crappie fishing tackle. It's the fall. The crappie are starting to run up these creeks and rivers, and we think that there might be some fish up in here, and we thought we would find some crappie. And we started firing out some crappie jigs and started catching some crappie. Like every cast, they're not big, but we're catching a few keepers, and we decided we want to keep some. But us being unprepared, we did not bring a stringer. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you guys how to make a makeshift stringer on a whim when you're fishing a public dam or river. So basically, what I just did, I got up and I started walking around, looking on these rocks for like some old line or maybe some old rope. And what I found is this is like 30 or 40 pound test, just bright green fishing line. This is gonna work great for a string. It's all stuck in this rock. Can't pull it out, so it's really strong. So I'm gonna do, I got these pliers, I'm gonna cut it. Try to make it as long as possible. All right, We have like a 5-foot long piece of heavy duty monofilament. So what I'm gonna do now is, if you've seen a stringer, there's usually a round bit on the end, like a washer or just a circle. And then on the other end, you're gonna have like your stake that's gonna go through the fish's gills or underneath the gill plate. So what we're gonna make a loop by just doubling our line and just tying a standard overhand knot. All right, nothing crazy. So there's our loop end. And then what I'm gonna do is sometimes I'll just look around for a stick, or sometimes I'll even just run the fishing line up underneath the fish's gills. And I think that's what we're gonna do today because it's just gonna be really easy. But what you can do is you can get you like a little stick and tie like a little knot around your stick, something that's gonna hold so it'll be easy to stick this underneath the fish's gill plate. So we're just gonna wrap this around a couple times. You can tie like a clove hitch or just a square knot around it just to hold it in place. Just tie us a little square knot. Nothing crazy. All right, so here's our little stick end. All right, that's gonna be allowing us to run this line underneath the fish. So right here, I stashed a couple of fish because I was waiting to see if we were gonna catch any keepers. The limit size out here on this particular body of water is 8 inches. We got ourselves like a 10-inch crappie. And we're gonna run this stick in, show them this side, underneath the gill plate, in and out, and then run the stick and line back to that loop. And now we have ourselves a makeshift stringer that we can string up these crappies. Since we weren't planning on crappie fishing, now we can adequately string up a few of these crappie and take them home for dinner. Let's see if we can fill it up, guys. Jay's back there wearing them out. I'm not sure. Oh, she got a rock. Woo, rock bass. Blake's found the camera. Blake's been wearing them out. And we're gonna fill this stringer up.
There's one. There's one. Oh, baby. It's crappie season. Crappie season 2018. Woohoo! Where are the slabs at? Oh, where are the slabs at? I'm ready to start saying slab like 100 times a day. Oh, what is that? Thought it was a good one. Another deep.
Keeper. Yeah! Yeah!
They are liking that chartreuse color.
Keeper! More precious than gold. Big fish! 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 It's on! Big fish! Look at that drag! Look at it! Big fish! He's going all the way across, baby! Oh my gosh, I gotta slow him down. We got a big one, guys! For crappie fishing, this happens all the time. You're double jigging for crappie, and you just run into some big old crazy fish. That thing is nothing but dead weight on the other end of my line. I don't know how far he is. I think he's on the other side of the dam. And he's not moving. I'm not sure what it is. My guess is gonna be probably a buffalo, but I'm not sure. Because it literally could be anything if I snagged it. But I just got a bump like I had a crappie. And I set the hook and it went slack. Like he ran right at me and then he ran the opposite way. I've been putting this rod. Oh, he came. No, he's still there. He's still there.
He ran to you?
He ran to me. I almost fell backwards. He's coming back. Look at him. He's just gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's still there. Golly, baby, look at that. Don't pull me in. Oh my gosh. He's gone. I gotta start putting some funk on him because he's downstream. He rode that current. He's, oh my gosh. I think he got eaten by something even bigger. I think a megalodon just ate him. He's feeling super gigantic all of a sudden. Okay, I keep remembering I'm using spinning tackle in a raging river. I'm getting. I want to see him. We've been through too much already. I gotta see him. I gotta know. If I lose, I'm gonna say it's a buffalo. But we ain't losing it. He ran all the way across, and now we got him 10 feet in front of us, and we still have not seen him. Big. He's big. He's big. I can tell. Am I coming up with him? Yeah. He literally stopped swimming for a second. I see my top jig. Buffalo in the mouth! Woo! In the mouth! He's hooked in the mouth! He ate the jig. He ate the jig. We did not snag this fish. He ate the jig. Give it up, Blake. Oh my gosh! Scoop him, Jay. Scoop him. Scoop him. Scoop him. Get him on the bank. Jay scooped him.
Oh my gosh, it's a giant. Holy moly. You want to take your GoPro off?
Look at me with him.
It's dead.
GoPro died. There he is, guys. That is my beast. That is a 30+ pound buffalo. Now guys, these are most of the time thought of as trash fish. They're just rough fish. They're not a game species, but guys, let me tell you, there's not a better fight out here than a buffalo. We're gonna get him on hook. Can you pop that hook out? Look at that beast of a melon-headed buffalo. Guys, these fish are built just like river torpedoes. These guys are so big, pure muscle living in this fast water. They're just like the equivalent of a freshwater GT when they're this big. Okay guys, that's our fish. That was awesome. I fought him for like 30 minutes. It was a fight to the very, very end, and we're gonna release him. Get you back in the water. We're gonna make sure he gets plenty of time to recuperate. He was ready. Yeah! Give me some, Jay.
Woo!
Thanks for the scoop.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you, Blake, for filming it. Let's catch some more fish. Gummy worms. Jay, I got gummy worms. That don't look too bad. All right, all I want is one. All I want is one fish, and I'll go back to crappie jigging. It's almost time. We're gonna see if I catch one on a gummy worm first. I got one on a gummy worm! I've got one on a gummy worm! I've got one on a gummy worm! Green and orange, baby! Not even kidding! Dude! That is my very first fish ever on a gummy worm. Yo! Yo, that was first cast. Jay, I got one on a gummy worm. Heck yeah, that's a caper. Well, that's gonna be it for our adventure. We actually went downstream to try another spot out and didn't catch anything, so we thought we'd come back here and catch a few more fish to try to fill our limit out. And we didn't get a single bite when we got back here after catching fish every single cast. Like, they completely just got lockjaw and quit biting. That's all right, we ended up getting a nice little string full. We caught so many small, like undersized keepers we weren't able to keep, but we got like 10, maybe 12, maybe 10 crappie on our stringer. That should be enough for us to have ourselves a decent little meal with, whoa! It's slick. That should be enough for us to have a decent little fish fry tonight. So we're gonna head to our little lake house, my grandparents' lake house, and clean these fish up and then cook them for you guys. So stay tuned for that, you're not gonna miss that.
Okay, so we have made it to our Meemaw and Peepaw's house, and now we are going to head over to the fish cleaning station, and we're going to watch how Peepaw cleans his fish versus how Cole cleans his fish.
With a hand crank knife. We got our fish, and we're heading to the fish cleaning table. Meet us over there, guys.
Okay, flaying a big crappie. This is not a big crappie, but the procedure is the same. Start in the back, and you make an incision along the dorsal fin. Cut down to the head. Switch over with your knife, cut around the fin, peel this puppy back, and just follow the bones. And then insert the knife out the tail. Keep on working. Now, of course, big crappie, not baked crappie, are a lot easier. All right, now then, deposit the remains in a bucket, and then you take the skin off. Okay, here's a magnificent filet mignon crappie.
All right.
Now, changing sides of the cleaning bench, we need to go over here to Cole, who's picked out the biggest crappie he caught today.
How about this smaller one? Okay, he got me. I put the biggest one on here, and that's all right. I want y'all to be able to see what's going on. But first things first, I do it a little bit different. You know, you saw him, he went dorsals first. I go behind the pectoral fin first. I do my incision this way. And when I have big crappie, this is not a big crappie, as Peepaw stated, I use an electric knife. Get ready for that. That'll make the prettiest, cleanest fillet ever. Then we're gonna run the knife down the dorsal fin, laterally. Oh yeah. Lift it up. Follow the bones. Tilt your knife blade up a little bit so you go over the ribs. Oh, baby. Okay, we're gonna stick this knife all the way through, behind the ribs. Get as close to them ribs as possible. This is looking good. A nice piece of filet mignon crappie. There's one side. See, we have got all the meat off this. There may be less than 1% of meat left on this side of the fillet. So that's good. And there you have it, folks. Filet mignon crappie. We're getting close to crappie time. We have patted these crappie dry. We got ourselves some crappie. We got our mix. What's our mix? Cornmeal?
Cornmeal mix and flour.
Cornmeal and flour in a bag. We're about to throw this crappie in the bag and give them a shake.
Yep.
How's your fish?
Perfect.
How's your fish?
Pretty good.
How's your fish?
Pretty good.
Huh?
Gone.
Mmm.
How's your fish?
Delicious as always.
We made it back home, and what a fun time we had today at the dam.
Yeah, we weren't expecting to be able to catch all those crappies. We thought we were gonna be able to go out there and just catch a few catfish, and the water conditions led us to the crappie, and it was just so much fun, and that big surprise buffalo was absolutely crazy.
But the water conditions were not good for the micro fishing rod.
Yeah, that was kind of a thumbs down, but we're gonna return to that micro fishing rod and use it in another video, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button for us, and we just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting our channel. We just reached the 20,000 subscriber mark. That is so crazy. So thank you all so much for subscribing, and we cannot wait to share our upcoming adventures with you.
We're
Colin
Colin
J,
J.
and we'll see you next time on another video.
Woo!